If you're here, you want to improve your English speaking skills. A big part of doing that is being able to improve how you work with yourself. I'm going to share a secret that will help you work well with yourself and boost how you are able to speak up in English in the moments that matter. Hello and welcome. My name is Sarah. I'm the founder of Free Your English. You can find my website at freeyourenglish.com. I'm also the founder of Elevate, which is a daily practice membership for high-level advanced English speakers who are like me, a little bit more introverted and would like a very strategic way to practice that allows a focus on structure as opposed to just random chat. So check out my membership Elevate if you would like to join us. I also have to say that I am a big fan of done is better than perfect, which is why I'm creating this video despite the fact that the lighting is most definitely not perfect. And thank you for bearing with me through that. I'm gonna do the video anyway, and I try to live by that philosophy as done is better than perfect. And that is something that definitely helps with your mindset for speaking English, because allowing mistakes is productive, is normal, is something that native speakers have to work with as well. And so I think sometimes we hold ourselves back because we wait for things to be perfect before we go to the next level. This video is all about how we break through those invisible barriers, and the method that specifically I'm going to be talking about is using affirmations. You might have come across this before. You might put it in the category of woo, as in, let me just shut my computer down, it's making monstrous noises. You might have put affirmations in the category of woo. Woo being things that are a little bit unconventional, out there, perhaps connected to unquantifiable, more spiritual things. I love the word woo, it's funny to me. But yeah, don't dismiss affirmations as just woo. Like, they do have a scientific basis for how they help your brain, how they can help you work with your subconscious, and how they can really shift your mindset. So an affirmation is a positive phrase that you repeat to yourself. I've been working with affirmations daily for a while, and I've noticed a definite shift in what I believe is possible, and that can only be a good thing. So I've got some affirmations that I'm going to share with you, my favorite ones, if you will, and ones I feel are useful for people that want to be able to express themselves better. And I'll also talk about a slightly different twist on affirmations, which is afformations. I'll explain what that is. So I've broken it into 3 different categories: self-praise, dealing with conflict, and then public speaking. There are, of course, many other different areas that you could use affirmations in, but this is a good start to consider why these phrases are powerful. And I'll put the phrases in the description so that you can have a look at them there. So if we start with self-praise, that's a really important area that will help you improve your English speaking. If you're anything like me, you probably find it really easy to be critical. Oh, why did I do that? Oh my goodness, I can't believe I said that like that. Oh, I think they misunderstood. Those kind of thoughts come really easy to me. And often they pop up out of nowhere after a conversation has finished. I've had to work really hard to be more gentle on myself and to recognize that that is needed as an essential part of allowing myself to be at the level of mastery in speaking that I want to be. If I'm constantly waiting to criticize myself, or knowing that I will criticize myself, that can be really difficult. So think to yourself, are you praising your successes? Are you celebrating? What is your self-talk like? So self-praise is important. Here's some affirmations that can help with that. I am proud of my progress. So repeating that to yourself, writing it down in a list of affirmations, repeating it daily or as often as you can remember to, repeating it after a difficult situation where perhaps you didn't live up to the level that you know you've reached. Just acknowledging that you've made progress is a good thing. So I am proud of my progress. I celebrate each day's effort. So effort is valuable. Effort should be celebrated, even if it's not immediately producing the result that you would like. So I celebrate each day's effort. This is also a reminder that small amounts of daily effort are really impactful. I allow mistakes as part of learning. So everyone makes mistakes. Failure is needed for success. I think it's good to remind ourselves of that. And then the last one for self-praise, I speak with confidence. You might want to change that to whatever you would really like to affirm that you are doing, that you would like to move into more, whether it's speaking more fluently, with more confidence, perhaps with more clarity, just affirming, I speak with clarity. I speak with confidence. Repeating that to yourself, very useful. So those are the self-praise ones, where we are acknowledging that our thoughts become feelings, become beliefs about what's possible for us, and then those beliefs drive our actions. So rather than rushing out and doing our goals and, pushing in the world of action, we want to think about what thoughts are we thinking about ourselves. What are we speaking to ourselves, and how is that creating feelings and emotions and then actions? Okay, so self-praise again. I'm proud of my progress. I celebrate each day's effort. I allow mistakes as part of learning. I speak with confidence. Here are some ones for conflict, which I have used for decades and they've served me well. This one, take it with a pinch of salt, which means, adapt to your own beliefs. It might be that you believe in the universe or a higher power or God or none of those things. But the way I say it is like this. I now allow the wisdom of the universe to speak through me. That is my favorite affirmation. I'll give you an example of when I've used this. When I was a teacher in secondary school and I had to deliver quite negative information about a student to a parent who I could feel by their body language. Excuse me, I'm almost feeling the level of energy of conflict come up. Just from the parent's body language, from everything about the situation, I just knew that this was going to be a very conflict-ridden, as in full of conflict situation, and that it was going to be very difficult to try and get my message through as to, these negative things are happening, but this would help and allow the negative information to be delivered without the parent getting defensive. That's very difficult. And so this affirmation of I allow the wisdom of the universe to speak through me just took the pressure off a little bit. Asking for a higher powered help in this situation to allow me to say the words in the right way, at the right time, with the right body language, so that they could be received, so that we could come to an understanding, and so that the parent could really recognize that I was there to help and that this wasn't an attack. So that was something that really helped me feel calm when I knew that conflict was a possibility. I allow the wisdom of the universe to speak through me. If you, in a conflict, feel that your presence is unwelcome or it's very hostile, for someone who's very sensitive like me, that can feel very unsafe, and it can make you feel all kinds of emotions about yourself. So these last two are for when it's a very hostile situation, perhaps even just energetically, like you can feel the tension, you can feel that your opinion is not wanted, or there's a sense of really being pushed away. I am welcome in my body. I say that to myself and just ground myself in the fact that it's okay if this person is very angry or they're hostile or aggressive. I get to choose how I feel in my body, and that's got nothing to do with them. I am welcome in my body. I can be calm and happy and however I want to feel, but I'm welcome in my body. My presence is welcome on the earth. For me, it's just a beautiful affirmation that this is not the entirety of reality. This terrible meeting or this aggressive attack or whatever is happening that's very, very, very conflict ridden, that's not the entirety of my life. And just reminding myself that is a really positive thing. Okay, so those were the conflict ones. I allow the wisdom of the universe to speak through me. I am welcome in my body. My presence is welcome on the earth. The last category, public speaking. Okay, a lot of people experience public speaking as something that's stressful, and it makes sense why. You know, our ancestors would have experienced standing alone and having all attention on them as a moment of extreme danger. So it makes sense that our body still reacts to those moments of being the center of attention with that feeling of, this is terrifying. But we can choose, is this feeling in my body scary, or is it energy that perhaps could be not scary but exciting? So I like to affirm that I recognize the feeling, I recognize this intensity, and that I am going to decide what that means. So I am full of creative energy and excitement. This is excitement. I'm excited to go and speak. So I'm full of creative energy and excitement. And then this last one, I am willing to focus on connection over perfection. I'm willing to go out there and stand on the stage and keep speaking, even if I say stage wrong or make a mistake like that, because the message that I've got to deliver is valuable, and that's what's important. Me connecting with someone that needs to hear that is so important to me that I'm willing to mess up and keep going, because I'm focusing on the connection, who I am connecting to with my message, with my words, and the importance of that over me needing to be perfect. So I'm willing to focus on connection over perfection. Okay, those are the affirmations that have served me well. I hope you find them useful. Let me know if you do. Come back to the comments and tell me if you've started using them, either daily or just in moments of stress. I just want to end by mentioning affirmations, which are when you take a statement and you make it into a question. So instead of saying, I am dedicated to improving daily, you would turn that into a question and say, why am I so dedicated to improving daily? When you do that, your brain goes off on a little hunt for the answer to that. And so it starts coming back to you and saying, well, you know, you do listen to that podcast on the way to work, and you do try and voice out loud your thoughts about it, or you do this and you do that, and this is working and that's working. And your brain is going to find the answer to this open question that you've left floating there. Why am I so confident at speaking English? And allow yourself to just think of all the ways that you could answer that. Why is being an introvert a fantastic advantage? Ask yourself that question every day and see what comes up. See what your brain brings you from your subconscious that you can put to the forefront and allow to be part of your positive mindset. So give affirmations a go and see what comes of that. Thank you for joining me for this little delving into affirmations and how they can help your mindset. I hope it was useful for you, and I hope you join me for the next video. Take care. Bye for now. Three, two, one. Hello and Hello and welcome to this video about how affirmations